When you're looking for a new job, you don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to do an extreme makeover, turn yourself up into knots, into twists when you're actually interviewing, or completely change your resume. What you need to do is to be able to work with your strengths and your accomplishments. That's part of recalibration. My name is Kim Marie, and I'm an executive coach. I wrote a book a couple of years ago speaking of recalibrating to your next, navigating to your next professional position, which has worked out perfect timing within this whole COVID environment. What it is exactly that. It's working from our strengths. It's recalibrating. It's fine-tuning. It's not reinventing. It's about working what works best with us and then making some changes. Now, I get it. Job searches can be extremely vulnerable. It can be extremely scary and insecure because it's about getting the next position. Well, what we want to do is make sure that you're getting to your next job, your next thriving position. So from that, you've got to be able to work from your strengths. This is foundational, especially for your resume, for your talking points with the interviewing, down to negotiations and making a decision. So let's look at how that's going to work, leveraging your strengths into getting you the job that you want. The first thing that you're going to do is to list 5 accomplishments that you've achieved in your career or your education. This is not the time to be modest. So give some thought to what you've accomplished and what the results were as you achieved over your career. This is different than the tasks you complete daily. Recalling these key experiences are going to help lay the foundation not only for your resume, but how you can respond in any interview. Knowing your accomplishments and subsequently identifying the skills used to achieve them is one of the most important tasks of an effective job search. So think about your top accomplishments. Let's take a look at the table. Use the prompts at the column headings to help you describe your success. If you work through adversity to achieve your accomplishment, be sure to note that as well. That highlights your achievement and provides context to your abilities. Next, you're going to identify your top 5 business strengths. Now, everybody has really strong strengths and that they're amazing, but very few people know what they are. So take a little bit of time, think through what are your biggest strengths? How did they help you actually accomplish what's on your accomplishment list? If you're having difficulty with this, you can take a look at some of the business competencies that might help you out. We use Lominger's Standard 67 competencies. They're great. They have a wide variety of what some of the business competencies are and their description. So again, if you're having difficulty with the business strengths, take a look at these. Now it's time to use the business strengths and your accomplishments. You're going to convey them. First, we're going to put them into resume speak. And then secondly, you're going to develop the skill, how to be able to sell yourself within the job search. And now is not the time, and I'm going to repeat, not the time to be modest. When selling yourself to a prospective employer, you need to easily speak their language. It's important to translate your strengths and accomplishments, as we said, into resume speak, translating your successes into a widely recognized and preferred format that will get you identified. All that's needed is to convey your proven abilities in a formula. And you've most probably heard and even used the SMART technique. The SMART formula is typically used when setting goals or project plans looking forward. We're using the same format, but using it to describe successes and better explain how it happened. Refer back to your accomplishments. 80% of that work is already done. You're simply going to rearrange the order and add some more definition to your successes. Now, look at the table and see we took an example of a customer service manager's accomplishments and how they were translated. Notice specific accomplishment, what the metrics were, the action that was taken, relevancy to the organization, and how long it took. See, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. That's how you leverage your strengths and your accomplishments. Remember, you're good, you're strong, you are amazing with what you've accomplished. Now it's just leveraging it, putting in the language that the employer, that the recruiter will hear to get you to the next step. You got this. Thank you for joining us with our checklist job search series. It's on YouTube. What we also have is an online site. It's the 7 segments of how to conduct a job search. Within those segments combined are 22 different subsets that you might want to pay some attention to. Self-guided, online, take it at your own pace on any device that you'd like. So check us out.